What's up, man? We got the homie Tre Hoover with us today. What's going on?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Glad to have you here at Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, I know you from the West Side, right?
West side of Cleveland.
So what's it like growing up over there on that West Side of Cleveland?
It's real diverse. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was born on the east side, raised on the west side, so I really know like the best of both worlds. But, you know, the main difference as far as I seen growing up was the diversity on the west side. It's just a bunch of different types of people, cultures, languages, and you just, you know, develop an open mind with stuff, you know, once you see stuff like that.
Right.
And that's really like how it was growing up for me on the west side. I was just experiencing a whole bunch of different type of cultures and languages and different foods from this friend's family or this friend's family, and it's all different, you know what I'm saying? But it was all a wonderful experience just growing up on that side.
Wow. So you bilingual?
Not really bilingual, but I got friends that are like it's nothing. Like I know friends that speak Latin, French, Spanish, Portuguese, all type of stuff. Like seriously, It's crazy.
Yeah. So on the West Side, it's like a melting pot.
Yep. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what got you into doing music?
Really, my pops, my dad got me wanting to do music. When I was born, he was already DJing and producing.
Wow.
And for like a lot of people around the Midwest, and so I was always around music growing up. And once I got old enough to really like express how I was feeling like myself, he told me to just write my song. By the end of the school day, go to the studio and record your first song. So we did that, recorded my first song, and I just took it from there. Like,
wow.
Seriously.
So how old were you when you first got in that studio? How old were you?
I was 9 years old when I first made my very first song. Yeah. Yep. I was 9.
You still got it?
No, I don't have it. We've been trying to find it, which is so crazy you bring that up. Like me and my friends. It was actually a feature on one of my homies. Shout out to C2. He had the song already. He was like, "Man, little homie, you trying to do your first song, man? Just write it and hop on my track. I got you. I got you." So yeah, shout out to him, and that, you know what I'm saying, that's just how it started off from there. I just fell in love with making my own music from that point on, for real.
Yeah, to get in the studio at 9, that's early. So yeah. I know it probably just, you fell in love with it just from, you know, from there. It was like, I gotta go back. I gotta do another song and another song.
Facts. And my dad, he had a studio, so it was so convenient for me to just go to the studio anytime there wasn't nobody there and just try to get something done, you know what I'm saying? Just experiment. At that age, I was creating just different sounds, experimenting, trying to find myself, and, you know what I'm saying, trying to find if I really liked, you know what I'm saying, doing this as a career. You know what I'm saying? I was 9, so I was playing basketball. I was trying to get into all types of stuff.
Yeah. So what age do you think you started taking it more serious?
I want to say I was around like 16. I started taking it serious when I turned like 16, just because of me and my friends that I had around that time. We had just started like making music together, so we was it's like kind of the first group situation I was in as far as rapping with other people. So like during that's really when we decided, like, bro, we gonna start doing shows. Like, let's try to get our first performance. Let's go get these fans. Let's try to do this for real. So from that point on, that's really when I decided to take it serious. Like, I really want to do this.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So where was your first show in Cleveland?
It was in Lakewood, Ohio.
Okay.
Like, right, it's borderline Cleveland, but it was at the Foundry nightclub. The Foundry nightclub. Shout out to Afton. That's the company that got me that show. It was me and my homies. But yeah, I remember that day like it was yesterday. I'll never forget it, just because that's really when I realized, like, I want to do this. I feel it. Like, performing is way different from being like in a studio or like in a booth. Performing when you in front of people and in front of that crowd, that's when it'll make or break you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you see, all right, I could do this in front of people, or nah, I could like doing this on my own time. I don't like being in front center stage and all that. But from that point forward, I embraced it. It was just like it was meant. Like, I was nervous for that first performance, but once I got past it, it was like epic. It was epic, yeah.
So is that where you created Vibe Star? Was that how Vibe Star was created?
Vibe Star.
Is that how Vibe Star was created?
Almost. Vibe Star was a long process. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was really just like it came along the journey as far as like finding myself as an artist. So that definitely was a major role in the Vibe Star process, but it was a bunch of stuff that ties into Vibe Star. Because once I got Vibe Star actually came from working with 3 Feet, which is my manager, producer, everything. He him and my bro Richie Mo, they created this sound for me. Like we all worked on it together throughout the journey. That's what I'm saying. It was like a process to Vibe Star.
Right.
And the sounds that we create, the music that we created along the way really brought about that brand and that name just because of the different types of vibes and sounds that we were creating. Like each and every time we would drop something, it's just always a different vibe. And you know, we was on some rock star stuff, but we turned it to vibes.
Yeah. So now it's a Vibe Star.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I like it. I like the whole vibe of it. And too, so with all this, you doing music since you was 16. So you were in high school while you did music, but you ended up going to college for a second as well. What college did you go to?
I went to University of Akron. Okay, for so like a year.
You went away, so you left Cleveland.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was away for a minute. Yeah.
So what was that experience like in college?
It was honestly it was a real like humbling experience, just because you know, I was away from home. I didn't really know too many people around the Akron area at the time, so actually like being out there by myself was just different. But I really got a chance to find myself and grow up some, like,
right,
you know what I'm saying, you grow every day, you grow all the time, but when you like somewhere that you're unfamiliar with and you like don't really have your support system like right there, you just gotta figure it out, you know what I'm saying? And I figured it out. Like I said, it was a humbling experience, but it was a very much necessary experience that I'm very grateful for, just because of the connections that I made on campus,
right,
the experiences that, you know, I went through with the friends that I had on campus, just to everything about it, you know what I'm saying? I really got a strong love for recording, like at college campus, just because there was no studios around.
Yeah. So
me and my roommates, we basically built our own studio inside of our dorm room.
You
like
said I gotta build one. I need a studio. I'll build it myself.
Facts. Like, yeah, it was no one to record around. We trying to ask upperclassmen. We asked the basketball team and football players.
Lit.
Nobody knew where to record.
Yeah.
So 3, he came out, had the mic set up.
Wow.
My friend, he already had a laptop, so we had the software and everything to record, and we just was recording from that point on. Like, we didn't want to stop recording. And my roommates was the same friends that I started off making music with, you know what I'm saying? It was that same group.
Yeah,
like,
so it came around full circle.
Yep. So it all works, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, we done been from starting recording at 9 years old to creating a studio in college in the dorm just so you can still record, leave college, and now you got this track out with Twista.
Yeah.
No extras. So tell me about this track and what made you want to team up with Twista for it.
Yeah, for sure. So this track, No Extras, I had this track. It's produced by my bro Richie Mo. We had it for like, we didn't even have it that long before we got Twista on there, you know what I'm saying? We like pretty much just recorded it, and then like a week later we did Lit Fest in Worcester, Ohio, performing with Twista, Doobie, and DJ Luke Nasty. And DJ Luke Nasty, he got that one song, I'm doing 80 and 60.
Yeah, I'm hitting DJ Luke Nasty.
Yeah. So I was performing with them, and after the show, my manager was talking with Twista manager and Hef and everybody, you know what I'm saying? And we was talking about doing some collaborations. I had that song already ready. He heard it and he just jumped on it. He like, man, that's the one. I like that sound. I like the content. I like the vibe. Let's rock with it. You know what I'm saying? And we just went on from there and just did it. So, yeah.
So what's the feedback been like on the record end?
It's been amazing. Like, I'm talking about all age groups love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got the young crowd to all the way up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's one of those big records that's like, you know what I'm saying? it got replay value.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just the sound. It's not necessarily the content, just the sound by itself. You know what I mean? And I'm just very blessed. You know what I'm saying? Twista came and did his thing on there. It's just a major blessing for real.
Man, gotta feel good. So I mean, you just doing it. You just doing it right now. The single with Twista out, and it's really moving. So what else does Tre Hoover got coming up for the rest of 2021?
Yeah. So along with this new Twista joint, I'm working on a brand new EP that I will be releasing in October.
Okay.
That's gonna feature the Twista song on there, and probably a few other singles that we've been promoting. But EP on the way. Got some tours coming soon. I'm on the Streets Most Wanted tour right now with Big Hef. Shout out to Big Hef and the Streets Most Wanted tour. Just a bunch of shows and new music coming soon. Listening party on the way. Make sure y'all tap in. We're gonna be right in Cleveland. So, you know, I would love to have 411 Uncut come out.
You know it.
It'll be dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, got a bunch of stuff in the way.
Hey, that's dope. Well, you know what? We gonna be watching and supporting for sure. You got 401 Uncut tapping in with you. So before you get up out of here, man, put your Instagram and Twitter and all that out there.
For sure. Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Tre_Hoover. That's TRE_HOOVER. Yup. Make sure y'all go stream that new No Extras brand new single featuring Twista on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, anywhere you can stream music. No Extras is there. Go get it. And huge shout out to 411 Uncut. You already know what's going on.
Period.